One.
Hello! Welcome to the Sloppy Joes 100 episode special.
One.
Please welcome to the stage, Joe Smith. Is he for James ready?
Yes, he is.
That's me. And of course, our guest, Scotty and Motty. Oh, hello.
100 episodes in, Joe. Well done.
It's been a ride, hasn't it?
They said it would never happen.
We've got a lot closer as friends. We know a lot about each other. Have you found that, you two?
We're long in the tooth. We've been mates for like 20 odd years, so we've got further apart as we start doing.
We've forgot more about each other than.
But I think we bonded, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. Because when we first met, how would I describe you? And I mean this obviously in a nice way.
No, here's the thing. You were weird when
get
we
ready
first
to hold
met.
him back.
No, like a sort of, imagine like a chicken Kiev with feelings. That was how I would sort of describe you.
If I had garlic butter inside me for blood, I'd just be biting it all day.
It's the beard though, it's sort of almost like a crumbed effect. Although actually I've got something to talk about later on about what you look like, and you're going to be very happy with it. So we'll come back to that. But I love you, I used to love you like a friend, and now I love you like a brother, I would say.
That's quite nice,
Oh,
isn't
that's
it?
really nice.
That is nice, isn't it?
really
What a way to
nice.
start the show.
What did you make of him?
Oh, he's all right. Oh, no,
You said I was weird.
He used to only eat prawns.
Only
He only ate
just prawns.
No meat, he used to only eat prawns.
That's
that was
not true.
Like carpentry.
Anytime we went out, this was in the very early days of like when he was at Paddock.
Yeah, before it evolved into a
before
human
it
being.
evolved. I was like, and he used to do that weird show late night live where he used to come down here by himself and just
Let's sit in the corner with prawns.
he used to always eat prawns.
Yeah.
Cocktail,
When he says-
stir fry.
When he says I only ate prawns, he doesn't mean I exclusively existed on a diet of prawns only, like some sort of reptile.
Yeah.
What it means is I didn't eat meat. I was a pescatarian.
Ah,
and through Joe's sort of filter, that
makes
ends up being
sense.
he only ate prawns.
So you ate like chips and that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, do you like a prawn?
No, not really.
I knew you wouldn't like a prawn.
I like prawn cocktail crisp. What?
Do you know the?
Does that not
the
count?
last time we tried to have a prawn?
No, it's not for me.
I don't think it helps that
What's-
you can see the poo line.
What's not? Yeah, they call it the vein.
Yeah.
But it's such a soft way of saying.
No,
the big
I'm not a
bit
big
of shit, isn't it?
seafood fan.
Are you
I
not?
can't be asked with how you've got to break them open.
There's a lot of admin. It's admin.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
what I mean.
much
But the
admin.
thing is, though, they've actually probably got the least admin of any meat. It's just that the admin is left for you to do. Imagine if you just bought a chicken and it still had the feathers on and the head.
God.
That's a
And
great
the
point.
legs.
That.
Yeah.
That is
Like
true.
you would be going, oh, I like chicken, but it's annoying having
Yeah.
to pluck it
Yeah.
myself.
Could you kill a chicken to eat? Have you?
I never have. What's the scenario?
You've got a chicken in front of you and you're starving and you need to
Starving,
eat
dead.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you just meant it's
Sunday dinner.
between meals, and I want a snack.
I
I'd still probably
think there's one person in this room that definitely would kill a chicken like that.
I think he probably has, and his name is Ethan James, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello everyone.
How are you feeling now?
I've never killed a chicken. I've once held a pheasant that I killed on an expedition when we went
What? Sorry,
pheasant.
what?
So Hillary's joined the
That's
podcast.
actually you, Boris Johnson.
Whoa.
I think
Pheasant shooting.
Start again.
Expedition.
I think I've told this story a long time ago.
Nope,
Like-
never heard it.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
I-
remember the killing of pheasant story.
We went pheasant shooting with my parents and with some millionaire. I won't say his name. And,
I will.
and-
Isn't it called, it's like Sprocket or something, isn't it?
oh, I think I was just saying it's Scrap because he
That's it,
made
he's
his
just
money
told
on
it
the on
A millionaire called Scram.
What's
And
his name?
we went
Scrap.
pheasant shooting with them, and one of the I was a kid, so I just had to beat the floor to get the pheasants to fly out, and then we shot them, and then there's a great photo of me holding the pheasant aloft by its neck with my stepdad, which were then dissected, and we had
Well,
it for
the pheasant
tea.
or the stepdad?
Oh, the pheasant, sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Very
there's
impressive.
Ethan's killing stories.
Who's this millionaire?
Just a
Scrap,
guy called
yeah.
Scrap who made his millions from selling the stuff on the scrapyard.
Who is he to you? Is he your stepdad?
No, he was a friend of my parents
You should take him
back
out
in the
on
day.
He was a
Yeah.
financier.
Right.
He's sort of like a... I can't say this is live.
This is cut out.
Okay,
Why am I in
okay.
charge of the comments, by the way? Dougal says Marty has more hair than Joe M. That's rude, isn't it? Why am I trying to be in?
If you grew your hair out
Yes.
and sort of whipped it over the top like Joe does, do you think
Yeah.
you could give him a run for his
No.
money?
How
Not
high
at
does
all.
yours go?
I think I'm here. I'm there.
Really?
Yeah, so that. So you know, like people have surgery and all. I don't know where they have the hair bits moved into the middle. I wouldn't even bother with that.
There's one for you, right?
Hey, it's not. It's a
Did
waste
he
of
have
time.
it moved into the middle?
That's what the surgery is.
so that you could
tight in the middle of the head.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's sort of your haircut almost, and mine with the shaved
That's kind of what they
sides.
do, though, isn't it?
We
When-
had the sides put on top.
Yeah. I'm not even going enough to wear it.
Question then, there's this magical like place where you can get one thing changed about yourself, either hair, nose, whatever you
The
want.
place is
I've had a nose job.
Turkey.
What?
I've had a
He's
nose
had
job.
a nose job.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they didn't like me now.
Oh, really?
Why?
Because they didn't like me ears.
It was a bet.
I thought I was supposed to use the drugs.
Yeah, no.
It was the drugs.
It didn't work anymore. It was full of sniff. The only way to get it out was to have a nose job. Yeah. I had no septum left.
Yeah, the doctor was in there going, Christ, it's half a gram up here.
Hey, doctor was like, off
No.
my nose. No, I just didn't like it. It'd been broken and all that. I just didn't like it, so I got a new one.
What would you do, Joe?
maybe I'd take a nose job.
Oh,
Got
a lovely nose.
You got a nice
Alright, then
nose.
just
Yeah.
What, that big forehead?
I'd probably have the forehead doubled, so it'd be like we could look the same. What about you?
It's the hair, isn't it?
Is it?
It's the hair.
Is it? Because
and
all-
maybe get rid of some of the tummy tuck. Do you know what I mean? Get a tummy tuck.
Well, you're only allowed one, so here's the constant battle, isn't it?
Is it the hair or is it the
hair
hair?
or the-
Yeah, and the cost is no issue.
No.
Yeah.
Do I get to keep the fat afterwards?
What are you gonna do with it?
Turn it to soap.
In case
I'd
Becky
like-
leaves.
Fight Club. Brad Pitt.
Turn it into soap's a great idea.
McGrath.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
the belly soap, that'd be great.
It'd be great. Who are you selling that to?
Yeah, I don't know. If
If I
up
came
for
in
that.
with soap saying this is my belly, you'd wash yourself.
I'd use it till it wore down to a tic tac.
Yeah, till there was nothing left.
I'd use it forever.
No, to be realistic, I'd probably go with the hair.
Would you?
Yeah, because you can't get a PT for your hair. You can get PT for your belly.
Great point, that.
That's
Really
true.
good.
Although to be fair, you have gone to a sort of few PTs for the hair, haven't you?
I've got.
In a way.
We're sponsored by one.
Exactly. So
Nice.
so maybe you should say you can go to a PT for your hair.
Yeah.
Good.
I will.
Well done. I'm sure they'll love hearing that.
What would you go for, Dave?
I'd probably go for. I have my inner toe to my big toe is bigger than it by some length.
Really?
It got chopped off when I was a kid.
What, your big toe?
No, the little to big toe. So you got your big toe,
The index toe
whatever. Yeah, that the second one
is shorter.
It's big. No, it's a lot bigger than my big toe.
So sorry. So
Do you have your big
What
toe?
aren't you understanding?
That's
here?
called, what's it called? Is it Morton's toe?
Who's
No,
more?
it's David's toe.
No. Shut up.
Who's more?
It's what it's called when you've got like, you think your toes like that.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
like
but
your second toe is a lot bigger.
yeah,
than
but
your
this was
big toe.
this was due to like an injury.
Oh,
But
right,
that's the thing
sorry,
I'm
sorry.
asking. So you said one of them got chopped off.
Yeah, I was climbing in a cupboard and it had like a mirror back on it,
Yeah.
and I was swinging like you do as a kid, and
Yeah.
then the cupboard fell on top of me, and the mirror just sliced down.
But then surely it was the big toe that got sliced.
No, it was no.
So how did it get
Are you
sliced?
saying he's lying?
No, but the
I'm
question.
not getting it out.
So the point I'm
Sure.
getting, the point I'm getting to is usually when something is cut off, it gets smaller. How is it now bigger as a result of
Because
being cut?
the 1980s NHS hospital.
They glued someone else's toe on?
I have no idea whose toe
Morton.
it is. It's black.
It's a lot bigger, it's black, yeah, it's different colour. There's a black bloke walking around with a small white toe.
That you found in the back of a cupboard.
Go, what's going on here? What are you doing here?
Back of
They
the-
should have gone private.
Okay, that's okay.
Ethan, what would you change?
I would change my whole torso.
Who would you take? It can't be Lance Armstrong's, and it is cardiovascular system.
Your
Well,
whole torso.
so I was just thinking, like, I'd quite like to be a bit of a bigger, denser man in terms of muscle. And I thought, I've started going to the gym this week. I've done it 4 occasions out of the last 7 days.
It's not bad, that is it?
Which is pretty good going. But I just thought, wouldn't it be easier if everything was just put in place and was made of plastic, so I'd never lose it?
It's not just you don't just get a big plastic torso like Ken.
No, but like,
But your arms aren't going to be any better. So you're going to have little arms on a huge body.
so I'd have new pectorials, I'd have a 6-pack in place.
You don't
I'd
get a
have-
full torso.
Is Ethan alright?
He's
No,
falling
he's on a
asleep.
diet. Ethan's on a diet.
It's talking like a Bond villain. What's up with him?
He's got a cat under
Are you
there.
okay? Genuinely, you look a bit goosey, alright?
Well, I'm on a diet, Trey. I'm trying to.
He had
I've
800
banned.
calories yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh, what
genuinely
diet is he
concerned. Are
doing?
you okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He
Diet
just
is
sometimes
just
gets
forgetting
like.
to
I've
eat.
just banned fizzy pop and I'm missing it. That's all. I'm
So,
just
so
a bit
yeah,
bored.
so he's upset.
As long as you think he's all right, like, because I'm not taking him in. He genuinely looks a bit.
He's a bit spooked.
Lethargic,
sometimes,
I
isn't
think.
He's got a big microphone as well that he's not used
Was
to.
the
Oh yes,
was
it
the
is
word.
huge. Yes.
How's our weekends been, Joe?
I played five-a-side last week.
Yes, back in the
Nice, back in
game.
it.
Good lad.
Where are you playing? Like top?
What?
Up top?
Up top?
Do you have positions you in five-a-side?
You're leave as a keeper. A very good one.
That's a position. Other than that,
Yeah, you can't really have 4 keepers, can you?
like,
I can't really run about because I've got a torn meniscus, haven't I, on my knee. So I just sort of walked about. But I did a great job so I was walking about, scored a couple of goals, hit the post 3 times.
Nice.
But mostly I got into it because there's a lad who I used to go to school with who I saw in the gym, and he does it, and I thought I should do it.
Right.
So I went along and did it. But the proceeds go to charity. So
That's nice.
meet that. Food banks.
Oh, right, okay.
Yep.
That's
So,
really good.
Taking
you
a
know,
mick out of
those,
this then, isn't it?
those lads from Worksop
What a cold
came to Manchester and, you know, we feed everyone.
Take the mick out of this now,
It's
going.
nice, isn't it?
Great.
Go on, Joe.
This section was called charity work. Anyone else want to chuck in a...
Have you ever done
I
charity
did a
work?
bit of charity
I did a bit of
today on the way here.
What?
Was one of
Oh,
those
you
charity-
did? Yeah.
It's kind of like, because I was driving through Trafford Park and I seen this lad who was sort of waving me down. He's in his work gear, and like, so I stopped, and he's like, "Can you give us a lift?" So I said, "Yeah, get in." But then I had to move me. I had the baby seat in the front, and I had to move in the back. He's like, "I'll get in the back, but there's what do you call it? The
Seats.
doors. No, the doors were
Doors.
open. Kiddies.
Kid lock.
Oh,
Kid
yeah.
locks, yeah. So I said, "Get in the
Kid
front."
Doors.
So I got him in the front, right? But then the weird thing was, he said, like, I said, where do you want to lift to? And he said, "Oh, just the bus stop." So we drove, and it weren't that far.
Why? Was the weather bad?
What was the weather saying? I just drove to the nearest bus stop.
Yeah, so I just drove, I dropped him off, but I thought I was driven for about 45 seconds or something. I was like, you don't want that, bro.
Why would you ever pick people up?
Well, do you know what it was, right? Once, this is long, I'll try and keep this short, because obviously it's a live show and you've got people wanting to hear from you guys. But I remember, right, years ago, when I was at Q103 working the radio, I interviewed this gangster, this reformed gangster, right?
Reformed.
Yeah, and he like turned his life around. He was a gangster, turned his life around, and it was all good. Anyway, I was walking down the road one day, and I seen him in his car, and he stopped, and I said, "Are you all right?" He's like, "Are you all right?" He's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going to the office." He's like, "Oh, get in, I'll give you a lift." Anyway, he drove me to the office, to Q103, and then we got there. We were just chatting, like, and then we got there. He went, "All right, is this where you work?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "What do you do?" So I went, "I'm a reporter. I interviewed you. I work for Q103. He went, "Oh, right, okay, yeah." So I said, "Why, can I swear?"
Yeah.
So I said, "Why the fuck did you pick me up if you don't know who I am?" And this is what he said, I swear. He went, "Oh, I just seen another black man walking down the road, so I thought I'd give you a lift, innit?" It's like,
Is that a rule?
no, it was news to me.
So have you carried that on now? You only pick exclusively black people?
Well, that was about 12 years ago, and I've done it today once, so it's not a thing.
I did find it weird that time I saw you driving past me and I was in the rain going like that.
Actually, that exact thing did happen with me and you.
Oh, yeah.
You drove past me.
I don't have rules like that.
You drove past me and
pick
it
up
was
anyone.
chucking it down, and we tried to flag you down, and you just drove past like that.
Wow, that's deep.
That was literally about 6 months ago.
Late.
I was like,
You don't even know what it's for.
I was late.
No, you weren't.
For something.
Yeah.
I'm always quite welcoming.
You going to the same place?
You can say that, but you literally had a great chance to prove it and flagged us as you went past.
Wow.
I'm always
Wow. And you've just said he's like a brother as well.
Yeah.
It's deep.
That's what you do with you, brother, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
you
Get on bus.
definitely
I went to the World... One second, I'll build up to this.
Go on.
It's an event that, draws in thousands of people every year.
Oh God.
Thousands a year. So what is it?
It's
Like a
every
sort of a
bank
moderately
holiday Monday
popular
in
chippy.
August. You're weirdly close to when you said chippy.
Shark. It was always going to be something fried, wasn't it?
I went to the World Gravy
No.
Wrestling.
Yay!
What?
I saw that in the paper. I should have known you'd be there.
I forgot all about it. Let me put it this way. So I was working over the weekend, and on Sunday night I thought, great, I've got Monday off. There's nothing I need to do.
Yeah.
So I started having a drink at the pub. Great night, stayed there. Great, cracking. Loved it. But I went to bed not thinking I had to do anything. I get a call. We're outside, and it's me and Chris, who we know. We're filming a video at the World Gravy Wrestling Championships, and the hangover hit immediately.
Did you forget?
Oh God, I forgot. So I had to get in the back of the car, going under in the back of the car, thinking to myself, what's going on here? It's in a place called Rosendale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dry ski
north
slope.
of Berryway.
Dry ski slope. Is that
Yeah,
his
that's
nickname?
what it's famous for.
famous for
Is that
dry
still
ski
there
slope.
now?
I don't know.
Famous for that.
School trips.
Yeah, you know.
So what? So it's like
If you say the words, if you go to, I don't know, Mozambique and you say dry ski slope, they'll say
Rosendale.
Rosendale.
Yeah.
It's that famous.
It's world
really?
famous.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it might be famous for another thing now, gravy wrestling.
What,
so essentially,
what is gravy wrestling?
What happens is, it's rather disgusting. They create these big vats of gravy.
Vat.
And I mean, they were in like oil barrels.
Right.
Gravy, right? They pour
Sorry, what is it? What's the liquid? Gravy.
I think it was onion.
Was it?
Gravy, yeah.
For the vegetarian
Delicious.
sycophants.
I had a lick.
Sickos, not sickos.
You had a lick.
Yeah, I had a lick. It was a dare. I threw up straight away. Poured all this gravy into this like ring that's dug in the garden of this pub.
A pool.
So you go through the, you can call it a pool. yeah. A pool. So you've got this big vat of gravy now, and it's up to people's ankles, and you've got to apply months in advance to try and become a wrestler there. Yeah. And then what happens is you just fight other men until there is only one winner. There's a ladies category as well, so you fight other ladies as well until there is one winner. And I was there.
So it's knockout.
It's knockout.
What, so the winner of the man faces the winner of the women's for the final fight?
Yeah, and do you know Ant McGinley?
Yeah,
of course.
He was one
he
of
doing
the
the champ?
fighters.
Was he doing the
He does
champ?
that, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He
the
does
champ.
the fighters.
Who's Ant McGinley? Is that
the
him
city
from
fan that comes on the...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he has
I'm
it.
confusing him with the one from SAS Who Dares Wins.
Middleton.
Yeah, I was going to say he's at an unfair advantage there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's fought people in much worse than gravy.
He's killing people.
As I got in,
He's keeping their head down under grave until the dead.
Just take your foot off. No.
imagine if I was going to get tortured anyway, gravy boarding would be it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Imagine
Instead of
that.
water, just pissed on.
Gravy. Yeah, you'd ask for mint sauce in the middle, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Tell us the password.
Have you got any chips?
Just give me one chip and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
But it's fascinating.
So
people love it.
What do people wear? Is it a suit made out of bread
You get marked.
that you can then chew on later?
You get marked?
You get marked, yeah. So there's 3
Bet you
judges. So it's not. There's no violence. It's like WWE style wrestling.
Oh.
So you've got to put on a show. There's and every wrestling match is 4 minutes long. And so you got judges because it's knockout. It went on too long for me.
Right, okay.
And so every 4 minutes, and the judges decide between who's put on the best show. So that involves your outfits, what you did in the ring. Really, that's the only 2. I don't know why I got my hand up for that.
Yeah.
And then it was all the way to the final until the winners have to really put on this grand show, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
I didn't stay to the end.
Did you not?
No. Once you've seen one gravy wrestling match,
Yeah,
you've seen it all.
Okay.
Something did happen at the end.
What?
At the end of the fight, it got weirdly sexual.
Really?
Is this the men's category?
The men's category, definitely the men's category.
Thank God.
I was going to say I had the video in now, but we're live. You get hosed down by the fire brigade.
What? The
I'm not
actual
even
fire
lying.
brigade?
The actual fire
They've
brigade.
got no
are
better
there.
to do than be
That's what I was
hosing
thinking.
No.
people with gravy on
So
them.
they
No.
come in after every match. They're out the back, they're like that,
Yeah.
and
they're hosing them down.
they've got the fire.
The full thing.
They've got the fire engine behind them, and you've got this man just there like that going, spread them, and then you've got these like men who've got nothing on, just dripping in gravy, just wiping themselves.
Dripping and
And I'm
gravy?
there in the corner aroused.
So what was it? Dripping.
Got that.
Right. The thing I don't understand is, of all the events for the fire brigade to be at, one that is liquid based is probably the one where they're least
Yeah,
needed,
gravy's
isn't
not
it?
flammable, is it? But
Why don't they just get a shower there?
Yeah, I had a go at the hose.
What?
Did ya?
Yeah, I got in the queue. It's
powerful,
It was
isn't it?
just,
A queue to go at the hose?
Yeah.
So part of the event is hosing down these gravy
when you go
boys.
to these things, Joe, in like a small town, everything's
Where
an
were...
event.
Oh, sorry, this is
Someone made
Rosendale,
their
right?
own makeshift sort of like bell. Do you know when you hit the bell? Bang,
Yeah.
bang. It was like this makeshift shit one. Everyone's got a say in these events. And they went, yeah, get in the queue for the hose. So I'm fucking, of course. So I'm in there like that, and I just went boof like that. And little did I know, I lost complete control.
Oh, it
I
went
just
off.
fired it over this back garden to a real
It's not
raw.
a dry scope anymore, is
Real
it?
raw. So actually, we went like this. What you want to do is you want to just pull it back a little bit, and that's the sprinkle section.
Yeah.
So boom like that. So I just went fuck off, bang,
Jesus.
like that. Lost control. Boom, it goes up like that. So we're all wet at this point. Chris is fuming. He's got a fucking 10 grand camera, and then I bang, and it's just water everywhere, and I mean raw. Oi! As he's got a fire engine like water cannon in his back garden.
Well, they say, don't they, when someone's house burns down or there's a fire, they say that the water damage is often worse than the fire damage.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you've brought the thing that is worse than setting someone's house on fire to someone's house without them even asking for it. Probably they could sue you for that, I'd have thought.
I often thought to myself, out of all of the emergency services, I'd be a decent fireman, Dave.
Evidently not. Then.
Well, if there was a fire in the back garden, it would have been out.
But obviously, if the man in front of you was covered in flames instead of gravy, he would be dead, wouldn't he?
That's true.
He'd be scorched and crisp.
That's more British, though, isn't it? You think the gravy wrestling than the cheese rub chase?
Yeah, no,
like
that
when
sounds.
people go through that sort.
Stop just putting to me, Ethan, when I'm picking my face. Ethan's got this weird thing. Everyone says Ethan's cut to Joe twice whilst he's picking his nose. Can you leave me alone? There's plenty of other people you can pick too.
You could always stop picking your nose.
But sometimes you just think, oh, there's something there.
You ask the
Pick
question.
your nose when you drive it.
Dig.
No, not really. Sometimes.
He picks people up when he's driving. He don't pick
Get
his
them to
nose.
do it.
Yeah.
Do you mind just getting that?
What about you,
It's
Ethan?
not fair, but you know.
How would you get on, Ethan, at a gravy wrestling championship? I think you'd be good at that.
Oh, I don't know, Drew. I was just wondering though. It could be. I was thinking this could be a good like horror movie plot twist, couldn't it?
Oh yeah, go on.
Like they've got all these naive men and women into a big pool of gravy,
Yeah.
and then just underneath there could be a big stove, and it just starts boiling away. And actually,
Wow.
the people are the what do you call it, Joe? The stock.
Yeah. They're the dumplings, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're the suet dumplings on top. And if the thing is, if you heat up a pan full of northerners from cold gravy to hot, they won't notice the temperature change and they'll die in it.
Yeah.
It's like the frog thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
If you put them straight in hot gravy, they'll know and they'll jump out.
yeah.
If you heat it up slowly,
Oh, it's nice, this.
this is lovely. What's going on? Dead. But next thing they know, they're just bobbing
I
around
would
dead.
know what that horror film would be called.
You've put us in a corner there, haven't you?
Oh, I really
Oh,
did. I thought you might have
yeah,
heard something.
yeah, no.
Oh, never mind.
Cannibals or
Do you
something.
like horror films, Joe?
No, not really. I don't like
What
it.
about The Exorcist?
No.
The Oxocyst.
What about
The Oxocyst!
Yes.
We've got it! End the stream!
Wow, yeah.
No, I went to cinema to see that when it got re-released.
Right,
But that wasn't too bad. But I don't really like horror films because I'm quite jumpy when I watch them.
You went to a horror experience once, didn't you?
Oh yeah, zombie apocalypse type thing.
Was it United at home game?
Very nice. Yeah, we have to drive through and the zombies attack you.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Where's this going?
No, it was in Chorley.
That was just one of
Yeah,
the streets.
Stockport, lads, look at him.
I know, yeah.
So zombies attacked you and you have to survive or something?
Yeah, it's only a bunch of students with makeup on. It's not like it was like, oh my god, do you know
I've
what I
been in
mean?
worse clubs.
Yeah, it was just like, but I was like, the first time I went, it was like part of an advert, so I had to just pretend I was like screaming and get involved.
I so wish we had the footage, but obviously I didn't know I was going to ask you that. I've seen the pretend I was screaming advert, and I don't think there's a lot of pretending going on, is all I'll say. Some of your screams, he's afterwards, I had to ham it up because it's for an advert. Yeah. I've seen it, and he is covering his eyes, screaming for his life. He's putting his kids in the way, like letting them, take them, just anything, just leave me alone. You weren't faking it that much.
Oh, man, and you try and portray yourself as someone who's had all this tough life.
No, listen, I'm a character actor, right? I'm a method actor. I was well involved in that role, but it was, it was all good.
What's the weirdest thing we've done for money?
Oh, good.
There's a question coming in.
Lovely question.
So in terms of jobs, because we all had weird jobs. We do weird stuff, don't we? If it's called gravy wrestling, if it's Wingfest, if it's, I don't know. Have you done anything weird for money ever?
Not me,
yeah.
but I might have told you before, a friend of mine once ate someone else's sick out of a urinal.
It is the
On a
worst
night
thing you
out.
ever said.
Really?
It's so bad, isn't it? 20 quid as well. In a pub, on his hands and knees, just ate someone else.
For 20 quid?
Why didn't even know who
on
sick
his
it was.
hands and knees make it worse?
Because it's slightly...
That's
it's
minging.
derogatory.
That's
isn't it?
so
awful.
minging.
It couldn't really get
That's
much
like
more gross.
proper smackhead tackle.
And he's not like it.
That's like, but
He's
you
just
know what I mean?
hungry,
I
I
just
think.
need 20 quid. Like,
Yeah.
I need it now. As I'm gonna.
That's about as bad a thing you can do
That's
for money,
horrible.
really, isn't it?
That's terrible.
What about you, Dave?
Nothing that bad.
Nothing that bad. Do you have any
There
weird
is
jobs?
anything that bad.
Weird jobs. I was a model for Blackburn Rovers shorts, so not in my face, but my face wasn't good enough.
Nice.
So yeah,
Really?
I was in the programme for Blackburn Rovers in the late 90s. Yeah, just my legs, which they're not very. Mine was 25.
What was the fee for that? Not exactly, but like, is that a good? So were you just in the Blackburn Rovers programme?
Yeah. It was like they were a Premier League club at the time. So it was, I don't know, about 200 quid.
Wow.
Decent.
It's
now,
not
isn't it?
bad just for a
At
pair
least
of
you didn't get
legs.
your toes out.
I got smashed at the weekend.
Yeah.
That was gone.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
gone.
It's
You
still
ever
in
asked to be a
shorts.
model?
No. Oh yes, once when I was at uni.
Yeah.
I think as it unfolded, they wanted models who didn't look like models, and it became highly offensive. So I had to say no in the end.
Right, okay.
They said, "Have you ever
was
thought
the
about doing
brief?
modelling?" I was like, "No." And she went, "Well, we're doing something. Do you want to be involved?" I was like, "Oh, what is it?" Like, no, but what is it? And then she sort of gave me this leaflet, and it sort of essentially said the word sort of unconventional and, you know, not your normal, and all that was on there. And I thought, actually,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck off. Model this. I said.
Yes. What finger was that?
That was the first finger. 'Cause
Yes.
otherwise it would
Model
be
this.
offensive.
You give her a good telling off.
I give her a
didn't
good
you?
seeing to. No,
Oh,
talking to.
Talking to.
Cut that.
Cut that. Yeah,
Cut
cut
that.
that.
Talking
Are you
to.
writing all this down, Ethan?
Oh, yep, got it all down, Joe.
What's the weirdest job you've ever done?
I've only been first reserve to be a model before, but
What?
no, I'm joking. The weirdest thing for money, I can't really put my finger on anything apart from when I used to be a referee. I was a good referee. People liked me for my energy. I used to run to the spot when I give a penalty and dramatically point down and
You were
really.
in the school of Mike Dean, weren't you?
Well, I
Yeah.
loved it, and people quite liked how much I cared because usually the referees, you just get the people who would be in the, you know, the tracksuit bottoms running around and just not really caring too
You can
much.
wear tracksuit bottoms if you want.
Nah, it doesn't look professional enough. I'd wear my shorts and my socks all the way to the top, and I'd tuck my shirt in
All the way up to the top.
all the way to
Of
the
your
top of my
legs?
knees, my knees.
Right, all the way
I'm
to the
gonna
top
put
of the
my
foot.
9 out of 10 club on quickly.
Right.
And
What I'm going to actually... are you actually doing that?
let me
Joe's
tell you
going
this.
for a poo.
He's not going for
Because
it.
he's an adult who can't hold himself.
Is he actually?
It's absolutely insane. this.
Right.
It's a live show, and there's the biggest problem with this. He went just before the live.
That's disgusting.
That is absolutely disgusting, isn't it? I genuinely can't believe that. And he's not even gave us the comments either. But should we talk through the 9 out of 10 club? Because that's what's coming up next.
Well, I was just going to tell you quickly, Joe, that
Oh.
I received money from some parents after the game. I used to get tips.
A bribe.
But well, you see now looking back on it,
Coming a brown envelope.
Thanks for giving us that penalty.
I'm wondering if I was naively involved in match fixing, but I just received it because they used to say, you know what, ref, it's not often we get people who care so much, and usually, like I said, they're just all of the tracksuit bottoms around here, and I used to put on quite a display and I'd go, here's an extra £5, thank you very much, and obviously their team won.
Did that not feel remotely sort of sinister to you?
No, I just thought they really thought I'd done a good job is what I thought. They kind of fed my ego at the time, but
Yeah.
over the years it's kind of dwelled on me
And
a
their
bit.
team happened to win every week, did they? Because you wanted that extra few quid
Well, I just thought, well,
that comes along with that.
there was one time where they did lose a game and I give a last-minute decision against them. And my mind was so toyed with that I even said after the game, because I give a free kick, the team scored at the 1-5-4, that was full time, and they lost. And I refused to get paid by them, because obviously they pay you, the coaches, but I just refused to get flat paid. They really must have got in my head without me realising.
How old were you?
Oh, you know, like 15, 16.
Taking money from adults in a bribe. So you felt so guilty from being bribed the other times
Yes, that's
that you
what
were
I'm saying.
essentially in their pocket at that point, weren't you?
Well, exactly, and that's why I've really grown, and I think my opinion still stands now. I can have good opinions on referees and in the
When's the
Premier
last time you
League.
did any reffing then?
Oh, a long time ago
Right,
now.
so you
Joe.
can't have, how do you even know that you've grown then? It's easy to say that with some distance, oh, I probably wouldn't take the money now, but you're never in that position anymore to even take it.
I was just wondering, Joe, what is the 9 out of 10 club?
Oh, there you go. Now it becomes legalities of whether he's been bribed as an official FA referee or not. Well, the 9 out of 10 club is where we bring in every single week a food that we believe to be the best of the best.
Okay.
Nothing's 10. Nothing's a 10 out of 10, is it?
No.
No food's 10. What's the best? What's the closest to 10 out of 10?
Duck in orange sauce.
Yeah. Other than duck in orange sauce,
Yeah.
nothing's a 10.
Right.
Whereas some things we think are a 9.
Yeah.
So these are the foods that are sensational. These are fantastic. but they aren't, nothing's perfect.
Okay.
So normally what we do is we bring in something you can find on the high street, maybe something that you can make at home, maybe, but what we've never done before is bring in something that we've made ourselves.
Oh.
Whereas this week, a very special 100th episode treat, these are all foods that me, Joe and Ethan have made for you ourselves.
I'm a bit nervous.
I'm buzzing about
it. Considering how fast you ran off for a shit, I'm like...
What? I was going to get my 9 out of 10 club ready.
Get it out then.
It's in the microwave.
Did you do a lot of getting ready, did you? Yeah, it's really ready, is it?
Yeah. Can you not smell it?
I can smell something, yeah, but I don't think it's down.
No, it's not 9 out of 10. Should we do some agony bants before we do 9 out of 10 club? Just ignored it. It would like it never went away.
Yeah. But it's hard for me to read an agony bant on an email on a fucking laptop that's closed, isn't it?
You could have just improvised this for you, fuckers.
You were on the wide when you ran off.
I looked at Joe and said, can I go? I didn't really need to go. And you said no.
Yeah,
how
obviously.
Tight are you? Anyway, I've got more viewers since I left. Maybe I should leave.
Yeah.
Right then. Agony bants.
We did just tee up the 9 out of 10 club for about 4 minutes there.
Oh. Is that not just a tease?
Teasing ahead.
Teasing ahead, mate. You got
coming after this segment, we've got another segment.
Yeah. Well, hello.
Should we do agony bants or the 9 out of 10
club?
This is a couple of really good ones.
I can actually smell something nice now.
I can, yeah.
Thank you. That's what I've been doing for 2.5 minutes, which I timed to make sure I wasn't over 3. Ethan, are you good for agony bants?
Oh yes, I'm absolutely fine. How about we do it? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Why are you annoying at me? You don't want me to do what would have happened. That would have been awful.
If you shit yourself on episode 100, that would be the best thing that's ever happened on the
For
podcast.
everyone else in this room, apart from me and my dignity.
And everyone watching would have loved that.
All right, then next time I've got an urge, I'll just go for it, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll go for it. Okay. Do you know what? You'll soon see these guys change their face when they realise what's just happened in the room.
Right,
and that sort of second of joy is ruined by hours of smell. Anyway. Dear Sloppers. This is from Anonymous. Something unfortunate has happened this week that has ruined my year, but is also quite funny. After a heavy night out on the lager, some Guinness and a bit of a Dixie's chicken, I tried to run off my hangover the next day at my home, which I live with my mum, dad, and our 15-year-old dog, Bart. Oof. The run wasn't great, but I made it to my 5k mark, so headed home. As I was running home, I felt something go. I got a severe stomach pain, and it was getting worse and worse. How relatable is this? This isn't anything to do with me. As I approached our street, I did a warning fart, which was a sign that there was not going to be another warning. The next one was the end game. As I got into my house, I was about to explode, so I entered through our back patio, as we have a downstairs toilet. However, when I did go through the downstairs patio, I need to point out this is where our dog lives and has his bed. I shit everywhere. Black shite filled the floor carpets.
Why was it black?
Guinness. He's drinking Guinness.
Pure
Black shite
black.
filled the floor carpets, and even a bit went on the picture of the Holy Mary, which my mum has.
No, it didn't.
I then decided to clean up instead of going to the downstairs toilet. I grabbed my stuff and ran upstairs to shower it all away. Yeah. Sadly, during this time, my dog took it upon himself to get amongst the action. To the horror, my mum got to the shitty room before I did, and all hell broke loose. I'm on the final written warning when it comes to staying at my parents' house. They've nearly kicked me out several times for many reasons, partying, smoking, etc. And this may have been the final straw. When my mum tried to get to the bottom of the issue, I denied all knowledge and said it must have been Bart. 2 days later, Bart was taken to the vets.
No.
They scanned him, did blood tests, and found he had a huge tumour.
No.
And he'd been suffering for a while.
No.
That afternoon, they put him down.
No.
Dear Sloppers, do I feel guilt for killing my dog early? Or was it the right thing to do, as now he isn't suffering anymore?
Fucking hell.
Bart.
There's about 3 agony pants in one now. I don't even know how to break
That
this
is
down.
awful, isn't it? He killed his dog.
His dog was going to die anyway.
I know, but imagine blaming it on the dog. He goes to the vets and you never see him again.
15 years it got him as well.
Yeah,
deep,
awful.
right?
Didn't even get to say goodbye.
When you say this is close to home.
I I never.
This is really close to home for someone at this table, isn't it?
You're such a grass. Grassy bastard.
You killed your dog?
No, we ain't got a dog.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I may have had an accident when I was out running. And I made my stupidity and told Joe Smith about it.
What?
And he may have brought it up on a live show right now.
Yeah, good on you.
So you tell your story.
It's not as bad as this one. Well, I went out for a run and I felt my stomach going and I thought, I'm gonna something's going down here. So I had to go back home. But what was made me panic was like a little bit was seeping out.
Oh, seeping's a
And
weird.
It was like I was walking like you
Paula
did.
Radcliffe.
Yeah. And then as I got an Irish estate, I thought, this is nice. They've all got ring doorbells. They're all busy. Do you know what I mean? I thought if anything happens now, it's going to be all over the estate WhatsApp group.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
All over the estate and your legs.
Follow the trail.
Crucially.
But I had a similar situation. I was straight to the downstairs loo, but I just about got away with it. There's a little bit in my undies, but nothing bad.
Oh,
but like,
God.
I was panicking.
It's a panicky situation.
I'd rang my missus as well, and she'd not seen my calls, and she said, "Why'd you ring?" And I told her, and she was like, "I want to pick you up."
Wouldn't she?
No, not for that. They running
Put a
the
bin
risk.
liner down.
What are your thoughts on this then, Joe?
I think all's well that ends well.
What's the advice
Except
he
for
wants?
the
What
dog.
does he want to know?
Should he feel guilty in killing his dog early?
He didn't give the dog cancer, did
Yeah,
he?
we don't know.
But he
and we-
wouldn't have gone to the vets for a bit. He's just chilling
But
about in
then
life.
he would have been in more pain, I imagine.
Yeah, I think he's actually done a good thing. Because if it was so severe that the vets were like, we've got
Go
to
now.
twist this neck now, or however they do
Twist
it.
the what?
Twist the neck. How do they do it?
That's who you going to?
I thought that's what they just saves money on
What are you doing?
the Jews.
You don't snap the neck.
Put them to sleep, don't they?
Yeah, with a
Next week.
Really?
Yeah.
No, surely not.
Did they fall?
I think there's some places.
And
It
he
depends on what
Vets
type of dog. Depends on what type of dog it is.
Yeah, if it's just a
That's
chihuahua, you
horrendous.
can
Yeah,
get
it's
the
a
head in
little
one
dogs.
hand.
It's just like
Oh my god, that's
like if
horrible.
you're opening a tub of gherkins.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
Or like
sometimes
an
you need to bang it on
Yeah,
the side.
yeah.
To really,
Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble, pal.
So if it was that severe that they went, we can't let this dog leave the doors, it's fucked.
Yeah.
You actually probably did it a favour because it might have seemed like it was okay, but they're very good at hiding pain, dogs.
Well, okay. Okay.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know?
Very stoic beasts.
Homebrew Graphic says, Sloppy Joes, do we stand up or do we sit down when wiping the
Oh,
ball?
right.
we had
I'm
this
so glad you
debate.
brought this up because I wanted to talk about this.
We had this debate.
You stand up.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
What?
Thank you.
So wipe
In,
the ass.
in
yeah,
what
I did.
possible way
Yeah.
is
Thank you.
that preferable to sitting down? What do you do?
I stand up. No, I sit
What?
down.
You're on the toilet more than
Sometimes
anyone
I
else.
lie down.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
That's
I
when you've
stand
been
up.
carried in. What do you do, Ethan?
Oh, I sit down. I'm not a freak.
Yeah, good.
I'm not a freak, thank you.
So, right. How do you think it's better to sit down? To stand
Don't,
up, sorry.
I think
To stand
standing up, yeah.
How have you got to that conclusion?
Like, you do what you got to do, and then you stand up, wipe your ass.
No, but you yeah.
When you're clenching your ass,
Yeah.
like you literally your cheeks are like holding in the mess. Whereas if you sit down, the spread, and you've got more
do that.
surface
That's
area.
That's a bit
But-
weird.
but-
that.
so
That's
what do you
like
like-
sticking your hand in a load of shit.
Well, that's exactly the whole point.
No, but like in the bowl. Like, what if your
Well,
knuckles
like
start
that, like-
touching the bottom and that?
How fucked is your toilet?
I don't know. It's not
How
fucked.
big is
You know,
the?
start splashing water on your ass from the back.
Nah, man. Just stand
But
up
when,
and then you can.
but when you stand up, like Scott said, like when you sit down, it goes like that, and then when you stand up, it closes up.
And you're digging in then.
Yeah.
What do you do when you go abroad? Like, you've never been to a stand-up toilet when you're going abroad?
But that's
Really?
but
That's a
for-
urinal.
But the thing is, for that to
No,
be
like
toilet
for
ones, yeah.
toilets.
for that,
like,
we know
countries.
how to do it standing up.
Yeah.
But for that to be your defence of,
Yeah.
well, I do it so I can blend in with the.
No, that's not my deal.
When I go
2 weeks every 10 years when I have to use a standing toilet.
Hey,
I spent a lot
I
of
went to
time.
Tunisia in 1988.
Yeah, and ever since then I thought I'll respect that. I'll do it every day for the rest of my
Taught me
life.
the error of my ways.
I spent a lot of time in.
I never realised it was a thing.
traveling
Did you
around
not?
India, and they have like certain carriages, stand up or sit down,
Yeah.
Western or Eastern toilets
Yeah.
on the trains, and just trying to do that on a rattler. And you know, I was like, my stomach was off, and I had to stand up, and you're like just wobbling like this, like shaking
On the train as
Stevens.
well,
but
And
the
it's
train's
just
falling
oh
over.
my god!
As soon as I've done it,
but the
I
thing is,
stand up, mate.
the hole is into the floor of the track, so you're basically just dropping it on the track.
Amazing.
Delightful.
Do you know when you go on a plane? I only found this out recently. Do you know they just let it out the bottom of the plane
Yeah.
while it's flying?
Yeah.
They don't
They
wait
don't,
till you
they
get.
don't.
They do.
It's a myth, that,
They
Joe.
don't wait till you get
Joe,
in.
stop.
They let it out the
don't.
bottom.
They don't.
And it,
Where do you think it goes?
That's what I'm saying to you. It all stores up in a tanky, and then they drop it out, and because it's such high altitude and it's like minus 60, it freezes on the way down and they drop it into the sea. They do it when you're flying over the sea. But there is a small percentage chance that they time it wrong, or someone leans on the button when they're having a chili con carne or whatever, and it could just land in Manchester. And
That's happened.
No.
I'm not making it up.
Frozen piss.
Stories where it's like blocks of ice have fallen from the sky, and that is frozen piss. That's what that.
Imagine that. Imagine dying.
Like big blocks of ice was landing in your street, and people are like, "Where's this come from?" It's from a plane. It's right.
Imagine you died from that.
That's not happened in a while, though, has it?
I don't know. I mean, I remember covering it once, but I've not reported for you.
No, that would happen hundreds of years ago, but not anymore.
Yeah, that was like medieval times.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen that. I've never heard of this story.
It's not common.
Yeah.
It's like it's very rare.
So sometimes when people think they've seen like UFOs, it could just be like shit flying through the air.
Wow, it's such a leap.
Essentially, yeah.
What is that there? Oh, it's shit.
Basically,
a urine flying object.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. We're doing a poll on our YouTube. Sit down, stand up. Sit down's on 69%, which is.
That's right. See, I can live with that. Just about a third.
What does I mean? She probably hate. Is that common in your house?
Oh, I don't know. Never.
You've not asked her.
Oh,
did you? Do you not? Have you not taught your kids how to do it?
No, they do what they want.
Did you ever? What is potty training like?
What?
Potty training. What is it like? Is it tough?
It's alright. It's not too bad.
You're getting there now, aren't you?
Yeah,
you can almost do it yourself.
I'm on a course. Mrs. is like proper proud of me.
She barely.
I don't even wear pull-ups anymore. Like, she's buzzing.
Occasionally he will shit himself.
Listen, I'd wear a nappy me if there was adult ones.
There is.
Give me one.
What? We're not trying to make you. You're the one that came to us and said you would.
Sit here in your own shit if you could. That'd save me 2 minutes walking to the toilet.
I'd love it. Would you not love it?
To sit in your own shit. It'd be warm.
Right, I've got another agony band.
Right, go on then.
This is a short and sweet one, this one. Dear Sloppers, ever since buying an Apple Watch, I have figured out that when I masturbate, my heart rate gets up to 170 beats per minute. What should I do? Do I give it up or do I go to the doctor?
That's so high.
170 beats.
Is that bad? I don't know, right? Is that bad?
I think that's bad.
When I go for a run, toward the end of the run, I'll be on like 160, 170.
Right.
So you're running after a long time. He's doing it just with a...
In what, 2 or 3 minutes?
That's mad.
Should he stop or should he just
He should slow down, is what he should do. He's hitting some RPMs that the human penis wasn't meant to endure.
Yeah.
Like,
that's some pneumatic drill.
Yeah,
stuff isn't it?
Can you not take the watch off? Why does it?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that, but what
solves all the
he's
problems.
not worried that he's going to break the watch. He's worried he's going to have a fucking heart attack.
Out of sight, out of mind and all that.
Can you imagine getting caught though? So like, if that's the way you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Like your brown bread and you're there with your fucking Apple Watch and your cock out.
He's got a wanky story.
No, I just thought, but maybe during the climax, that's what saves him. The heart rate begins to plummet. Yeah. He calms down.
So he gets to a point where the point of no return.
Why do your eyes look so wild then?
Oh, I don't know
Slowly
about that.
fell asleep a little bit. You did the classic, he calms down.
Oh, I was just having a little think about that, wondering what's keeping them going, maybe. And I assume it's that, as is probably the reason why many people still masturbate to this day.
Yeah, because once you get it started, if you don't finish it, you'll die. According to Ethan's logic.
Right, should we do the 9 out of 10 club?
Yes,
the party edition.
I'm
Brilliant.
Have you had your dinner?
No, I'm not having tea.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, yeah, tea.
Yeah, sorry about that. Who wants to go first then?
You should go first.
Am I the only person with a savoury item?
No, mine's savoury.
Or
Actually,
mine's a dessert.
Mine's a bit of a starter, so maybe we can start with mine.
I think we should start with yours.
This is decent.
I knew it was a good idea coming on.
Essentially, these. Are you worried about this one?
Well, I want to talk to you about this before. So this is genuinely a thing that we have at any sort of family meet-up. It's part of like, we have it as like you know, sometimes you have like crisps on the table and you come and
nibble.
This is something that I've never had anywhere else except my own house. I doubt anyone's ever had it before here. You might have. I don't know where it started. I don't know how it came to be. But one of my genuine favourite foods, and I think you're going to...
This is going to be so wild.
Is... So essentially it's Ritz crackers with cream cheese and mango chutney.
Nice.
Right.
That is mental.
So I've got everyone a little plate.
Oh,
cream
Ethan, you've
cheese
got
and
one.
mango chutney.
Chutney.
Oh, everyone's got one.
Well,
Yeah, we're having a party here. We're
And
100
it's
episodes
a
in.
combination where you think, you've got a plate over there already, Ethan.
What?
It's the sort of combination where you think this ain't going to work, but then you have
We'll
it.
be the judge of that. Right, I'll keep speaking whilst you eat.
I like Ritz with cream cheese on. It's my snack of choice.
Is
I've
it?
never put mango chutney
But you're not a big fan of Indian food, are you?
No.
that's
So
what
I
it
do like
tastes
mango
like.
chutney though.
The thing is, you got to eat one and fully eat it before you...
Right, you start talking. Take
So-
over.
It's got everything. It's got the crunch of the cracker.
I like that, you know.
It's got the crunch of the cracker. It's got the creaminess, obviously, of the cheese. And then it's got the tangy, slightly spiced mango chutney on there as well. It's got smoothness, it's got moisture, it's got crispness. It's savoury. It's kind of got everything you want in a snack. And what we'll have is, you get the full block of Philadelphia, upturn it on a plate, and then pour maybe half a jar of mango chutney just on it, and you'll dip a cracker into that.
So you really don't know where this started? Like,
I don't know who started it. I think it came from my mum or my mum's side of the family. But I don't know if my grandparents were doing it or if my mum saw it somewhere. I don't know. It's from my mum's side, is all I know. But I've never seen it anywhere else. Have you ever seen it?
No, never.
It's a weird concoction, but I think it's
David,
genuinely
trust your view on food. Amazing cook.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Great pot. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
isn't
it is very Eastern flavouring. Have you ever had because in India they cook with paneer, which is a cheese, so like paneer curries, that sort of thing. I've had cheese with like mango chutney before.
Yeah.
I probably like a bit more kick. Bang a bit of chilli on there, but
Yeah,
I like that.
Move up a level.
Maybe a little wheel of a green chilli just
That's right.
sliced and
Diced
pushed
on
on
top of it. Yeah,
That'd be nice. But
Little
that's
kick at the
on
end.
Coriander even.
Yeah.
But just a very simple snack that we'd have at
I
home.
really enjoyed that. Ethan James.
well, I must say, it falls into that category. We've got Will, our good friend who does the socials, who brought in, do you remember the Baby Bell?
Yes.
With the jalapeno and the Frank's hot sauce. It's that kind of wee, nice little snack. It falls into, I could either have that or this on a different day. And I must say, Drew, I really enjoyed that. I get what Scotty's saying, maybe something like a bit of spice or a kick, but sometimes it's quite nice to have something that's a little bit more, you know, let's focus on the mango.
Yeah.
Because I love mango chutney.
Easier to eat.
Yeah.
I could drink mango chutney.
Well, let's not go
What
too
about,
far.
would you not just drink like a mango flavoured drink?
No, I think it's I like the
It
stickiness.
has to have been chutney.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, the question is, it's nice. We all love it.
Right.
Is it 9
Good
out of
start,
10?
And
This
then
is the best of the best.
So we need 3 out of 5
Food.
of us to agree on this. So I'm obviously saying yes. I think it is. I think it's fantastic. It's one of those things that unfortunate we've only got 3 here, but anyone who has it, you just find yourself dipping
It is
another Ritz
Moorish.
cracker in
Very
throughout the
Moorish.
night.
Yeah.
Jay, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I like it, man. It's nice.
Is it 9 out of 10?
Right. Do you know what? I'm gonna give it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it is because it's so simple but effective. It's like I always have cream cheese on Ritz, like Philadelphia Light on Ritz.
Love
Always. That's my
Great.
snack of choice. And I never in a million years thought of putting mango chutney on there, but that was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so-
right, doesn't scream 9
No,
out of 10.
no,
Club
don't
Day.
question
hold
him.
on.
He
hold
said
on.
yeah. No,
He's not
no.
using the right words for the
Stop.
9 out of 10 club, is
Stop.
he, Ethan? That was all right.
Yeah, I feel Jays maybe doesn't want to offend Joe, maybe.
No, you've got it wrong. It's the language I use. Like, if my missus looks really nice, I'll say she looks decent, and she'll get offended.
And then you get kicked out.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the couch. But that's a compliment. So when all right, yeah, it's decent, it's nice, it's good, very good.
9 out of 10. Great. It's 2. Dave.
So that's 2 out of 3.
And also, I'm not concerned about offending him. That ship sailed years ago.
You'd rather
that
he
ship sailed when he told everyone on live on YouTube.
That ship himself, yeah. Don't worry about that. I'd love to throw him under the bus. But
I was pleasantly surprised. The presentation. Do we do presentation?
all
Good
day.
lad,
Wait,
good
wait,
lad.
till you see mine in a
Presentation.
minute. My presentation's
Show
on
him how it's
point.
Because the presentation wasn't great, Joe. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
but
Joe.
I was surprised when I tasted it, like how much I actually enjoyed it. It's not a combination I would put together. I do think it could do with a little bit of greenery, maybe some chili in there, so it could be elevated. But I did really enjoy it, and it's definitely something I'll eat at home. So I'm trying to work out.
There you
But
go.
I'd like to tinker with it a little bit. Add
Yeah.
something.
Well, while you
Yeah.
think of
Nice.
your final score, I'll let you go because I can tell you're begging to chuck it out the 9 out of 10 club, aren't you?
I think it's a good snack, but I just don't know if it's 9 out of 10. Come on, you really think a Ritz cracker's 9 out of 10?
It's more than that, though.
Add a bit of cream cheese
And
with some chutney on it.
right,
Is it 9 out of 10?
you brought chipsticks once.
You agreed. You agreed.
Well, it was a bad time for all of us. I was going through a tough period.
No, you weren't. You were
I
at the
was.
highs of your life.
Wow.
Maybe that was the reason. Maybe Ethan can tell us. Ethan?
Well, I must say, as everyone said, Drew, and it seems to be the consensus of the table in the room, that it's a great snack. It's a lovely snack. I could see myself coming back from work.
Oh yeah.
And
We
really,
starve him.
you go nude straight
That's
away,
got
don't
TV, sat in front of the TV watching a film.
Yeah, defo.
yeah, and this is perfect for that, exactly, Scotty. But on this club, and I keep saying it, I keep bringing it up now and then, is it enough, or do we just keep bending a little bit because we get a little bit excited in the moment? We need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Who are we?
Who am I? What really is life?
And I'm just thinking, Drew, for snacks, in the snack niche club inside a 9 out of 10, it's probably in there. But in the bigger picture, the wonderful things we've had in there, it just can't quite qualify alongside the big names.
Tim says, is this all that was left in Joe's cupboard?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That is.
You should have slipped him a fiver. Like
Should,
like
yeah,
the
like
like
nice.
the rest.
What would you say?
I'm sorry, Joe.
Realistically, Joe, you could have made something a bit better than that.
Realistically, right, I bet you whatever bag of shit you brought in, we've all tasted it before. I bet you what he's brought in, we've all tasted it before. What is it, a new flavour that you've never put together before?
Check this out, right, so I'm going to go get it.
Wait, I haven't decided mine yet, so it's 2 no's, 2 yeses, you're the casting vote.
Of course, it's a no.
Oh.
It's a no.
Oh, man. So
Oh,
that's
simply
gone
can't believe
through
it.
the family
And he said
recipe.
to give you a
Simply cannot believe
backstory. It's a
Family recipe.
thing.
Oh, we do this every
Do you know
time
what I
we get
mean?
together. Maybe you're just lazy.
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe. Yeah,
What?
speaking
You're the one
of-
who wanted to shit himself a minute ago.
I did. Oh, yeah, that's
Get
true.
me a man's nappy so I don't have to go to the toilet and sit here in my own shit.
And focus on eating more.
So I could call you a lazy
Hey,
bastard.
Colin.
Sat here in my shit now.
You'd take wheels if you could swap your legs.
Oh, of course it would. Like Davros. Right. Should I go and get these?
Well, you got to prove that you're not lazy
Have you-
after that.
Have we got the paper plates in there?
Yeah.
So what I'm about to get now is a dish that I've been learning how to cook throughout my time at Wingfest.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's not a chicken wing though.
Oh.
It's the barbecue boys who I work very closely with, Alton's Barbecue World. They have got
This is what our show's like. It's so densely packed with sort of wing and sauce based just jargon and corporations that is almost unlistenable for most
It
people.
feels like Alan Partridge doing a corporate.
Yeah.
Other ones are available, but they're not as good.
The barbecue boys over at the wing station. What was the other thing that you said?
Alton's Barbecue World.
Oh, it's Barbecue World! Open 24/7 on the A1M.
Wow.
It's an Essex.
Just outside Doncaster.
They've been making this dish throughout the summer, and I asked them for the exact recipe today at 11 o'clock. They got back to me at 6 whilst we were sat in the studio.
Right.
So I've sort of improvised a little bit.
Great.
It's called the sausage bomb.
What?
Give me a minute. Let me just tell you this.
Did you just push this out your arse about
Hey.
25 minutes ago?
No. Let's not think about that. Because wait till you see the fucking state of them.
Oh no.
They cook theirs
The
in a
sausage bomb.
They cook theirs in their $4,000 sort of hyper barbecue. I did mine in a really shitty oven. They're not good. These.
Oh.
Give me a second.
At least I backed mine.
Yeah, that's not exactly.
His is called a sausage bomb, which is literally the name of the worst sex party I've ever been to in my life.
sausage bomb.
And also, he's now saying that it's essentially shit. He hasn't got the right recipe. It was cooked in a bad oven. What?
Have you got any plates?
Yeah, there's paper plates in here, yeah.
Give me the paper plates out.
It might be slightly chutneyed.
Is this warm?
Ladies and gentlemen, the sausage bomb.
Is it warm?
And then what you got to do is...
Hey, is it?
yeah,
Sorry,
well.
we have to show the camera what is in that bowl.
Right,
That looks like you've
I
cooked,
overcooked them because I went to walk the dog.
you look like you've cooked human flesh.
Stop trying to put people off.
What's this?
Hot honey. Fucking get a bit of that on there. I'll sort your day out.
Can you talk us through what this is? Because it's one of
Let
the
me try
worst.
one of these quick.
Can I get one?
That's not bad.
Get your chops around a sausage
I
bomb.
love this.
Cut through the actual burnt bit.
Talk us through what it is. No one knows what we're eating.
Sausage meat.
Right.
What type of
With
sausage?
cheese inside it. And it should be wrapped in bacon, but I forgot about that bit.
Oh my God, you've really gone.
Get stuck into
You've gone
it.
the extra mile, haven't
You've
you?
forgotten the bacon.
Is the cheese supposed to melt?
Yeah, it did melt when it came out the oven.
My cheese all came out in one bite.
Did it? Delicious.
So what have you done with the sausage meat?
Right, got the sausage meat down. Do you know the boys do their own spices? You get the spices in there, a bit of a rub going on, and then you get your sausage meat and you put some cheese in the middle. Here we go. You put some cheese in the middle, and then you're not supposed to cook it for as long as I did. Oh, what's that? Seconds. And then you drizzle it with hot honey. Now the presentation's shit, but the flavours should be all there.
Top me up as well.
I think it's nice enough. The hot honey's delicious. Pour some out your finger. Do you want a bump? The hot honey.
Alright.
You didn't make the hot honey yourself, obviously.
Oh yeah, and you made the Philadelphia yourself, did you? Fucking slaving all day, were you?
You got the mangoes out.
You got the cheek of me. I was making these today.
I can't even imagine how to chutneyfy a mango.
You
to be honest.
you went and bought 3 items and put them together.
Interesting
About
point.
3 of these, that's to be fair. Right, what are we saying, Ethan? Are you happy?
Well, everyone would have saw me come back for seconds there.
No,
And
I didn't
I must
know.
agree, though, that it's probably it's overcooked, isn't it? It's burnt.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Yes, and obviously.
Oh, so good of you to take the blame for that, Joe, rather than putting it on one of us somehow. Hey, and that's my fault, and I'll accept that.
And but the potential, I think,
honestly.
is scary. I think it's like you know a Scotch egg. You've took some theory from that, I believe.
You have a little bit. You theorified a Scotch egg.
Let's just stop giving him the credit for it. Then somebody else give the recipe.
That's true.
This isn't yours.
Yeah, but-
His came from.
Can you read out the recipe that they sent you?
No, it's so different to this one.
Right. Well, Joe, you tasted what it's supposed to taste like.
Delicious.
How far off are we?
Bacon,
Yeah.
which I completely forgot about.
Yeah.
You've got to wrap it in
That's
bacon.
devastating to me.
Because
I'm
that
fuming at
would have
ain't
kept
gonna lie.
moist, wouldn't it, if you'd have kept the bacon round the
How can
side?
you forget the bacon?
Hindsight's a great thing for me. It's when I was stood in the kitchen going, why are they that colour?
Why are they black?
And then that's really it. The bacon.
But
But
you-
bacon.
But did they taste similar to?
Yeah, they do. Just a little bit dry on the outside. But once you get in, Joe, come on. So
I mean-
talk to me, Joe. Once you get in,
So, it tastes nice. It does taste nice. And if anyone's trying to imagine it at home, it is exactly what you think of. It's sausage meat and cheese. Which, when you phrase it like that, is shit, isn't it? Because really, there's no real meals where you would have sausage and cheese on the same meal, is there? Typically. Can't even defend it. It's nice. It couldn't be further from the 9 out of 10 club, though, really, could it? It's a 6 out of 10. It's slightly above average food, but it's the food.
Sorry,
It's
6.
It is the imaginings of a 4-year-old. Imagine sausage with a cheese in it.
well, with a bit of sweetness.
A 4-year-old who's got access to the condiments.
I don't mind it not being 9 out of 10 club, but I'm not
Yeah.
having it as a 6.
6.5. I said.
Oof, okay. Ethan, what are you calling
It's
it?
nice, but it's sausage and cheese, isn't it?
Yeah, but what do you mean? Yours is crackers and mango chutney.
Stop saying chutney.
Chutney.
Yeah. Ethan.
Well,
Is it sausage and cheese, or am I missing something?
it's sausage and cheese. I did enjoy it though. I do like treats like that. I like a Scotch egg. It made me think of one of them, but it's not a Scotch egg, is
No.
it? So that's different. But I must say, Joe, if you bring it back and you do it properly and you get the bacon around there,
Yeah.
I'm happy to review it again. But for what you've just given me right there, it's not a 9 out of 10, is it?
Go on then, what is it?
So would you say it's a 10 out of 10 with the bacon then?
100%. Your head's going to fall off. Streaky. Bacon. The bacon.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, right, I know it's not 9 out of 10, but what would you give it?
Oh,
I feel like you've missold us because you haven't got the bacon, man. I love bacon.
Yeah, but he pressured the bacon bit out of me. I would have kept that secret.
That's like him rocking up with his finger and just going, "Oh, it's Philadelphia and Ritz."
Yeah.
But imagine it's got chutney on it. Mango chutney, and it'll be completely different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I appreciate your effort. You put a lot more effort than needed.
I know. Do you know what I mean?
Like, no disrespect, but he's cooked something and gone the thing. Well, it's just I feel you have to be marked down because you forgot the bacon, which is a big no for me. Sorry.
And you started cooking.
But I like this as well.
You started cooking at 6 o'clock.
PM.
Yeah,
no. The guy sent me the exact recipe I needed to.
Well, you'd already
at 6 PM. We were here by then.
I'll give you 8 out of 10.
Thank you.
Hit the post.
Have a little bump on that just by itself.
Yeah,
Quality.
that's nice.
You're trying to get honey into the 9 out of 10 club now. Is that the last ditch attempt?
Yeah, everyone voting there. Like, try a bit of that.
Yeah, nice. So that's not in either. This
for me.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, for me, it reminds me of remember Discotheque Royales.
Of course I do.
It was really hard to get into this nightclub.
It was horrible when you were.
But when you were in there,
16.
it was full of cheese. And what you've created there is an edible Discotheque Royales.
Doesn't get in, but we love it.
That's what he's good at.
It's like. I don't know. It's
It's
like meatballs if you bought them off Wish, and that was shit.
Wow. It's like
You had
meatballs
seconds?
off Wish.
I'm hungry, man.
Yeah.
I've only had a cracker and mango chutney.
No,
That's not
it's
what I
not
was
Granny
promised.
Eunice diet, Sean. That's crackers.
Big pressure
that's
now
not
for
in either.
Ethan.
Huge pressure.
I
for
don't feel
Ethan
like
now.
you thought that was 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
The bacon it was.
Right. But the thing you produced, I don't feel like you
I think I had good
yourself.
you're not gonna like
think
this.
you could have
I had a lot of
Yeah.
I had a lot of thoughts until I got home and I realised I've overcooked them.
right.
Ethan is just a couple of
I
minutes
feel
away.
like you could have sold it a bit better.
Massive pressure on Ethan to have. It's 100
Because
episodes.
it's quite embarrassing that we talk about nice foods 99 times and then we can't even make something or bring something in that people agree is a nice food.
It's a nice food.
This was your idea. What was like second on your list that you were going to make? This was your idea.
Yeah, but I think mine is a 9 out of 10. You don't think yours is?
Oh, it is. I overcooked it.
You really think the cream crackers is a 9 out of 10?
You can't overcook yours.
I think it's a 9 out of 10, yeah. There's few things in the world I enjoy eating more than that.
Can I have a read of some messages? Got a lot of you watching. Drop us a like, please. Some people said, "Well, you got to stick a breakfast burrito for our next 9 out of 10 club." There's Dan Park says, "Congratulations for getting to 100 shows."
Yeah,
Ethan, star of the show. That's a bit shit.
Better be today.
Delete that.
He better be because we've got a lot of pressure on his shoulders now.
Homebrew realising that I may have shot myself because of those balls. Good luck, everyone.
You get to lick the spoon when you were stirring all the sausage meat, didn't you? That's why you've got diarrhea now, because you thought it was cake batter. It was just raw sausage meat off a spoon. Oh, funny. Right, what have you got?
Oh, well, hello everyone. Welcome to my bit of the 9 out of 10 club. And obviously you all know, you've seen me as the episodes have gone on, you'll remember this story. That didn't go down very well.
That was a stir fry and a curry combination.
Stir fry curry mixture.
Oh, awful. Awful.
That was upsetting because it went well previously. I just boiled it for 20 minutes. It tastes like boiled veg.
Awful.
The sauce
No flavour.
disappeared completely.
No flavour.
And then obviously the stroop waffles that followed it with the frozen sorbet completely made the stroop waffles so hard it was inedible.
Yeah.
And then the best thing I've probably produced food-wise was the Heinz tomato soup, and all I done was add double cream to that.
He cooked the Heinz soup and then just poured cream on it.
Was it nice?
It was delicious, the cream.
Fantastic.
I just got an opportunity to eat a spoonful of cream.
So now, fucking hell, there's a lot of pressure. I know Scotty and Motty are a bit hungry, but I don't think you're going to have loads of this, but it's, I'm going to big it up still.
Yeah, big it up.
I'll put some effort into this.
Yeah.
And on the theme of snacks, I've picked a snack that I have quite frequently. And what I've done is, I've made it into an even more ultimate version of.
Yes.
What? Why are we all doing snacks?
But I've blown it up.
What?
This snack is usually maybe this big, and I've made it this big and a lot better.
Right.
Added so much to it.
See, right, so far so good, because Jay's criticism of both of ours were that they weren't big enough. They didn't have enough. Yours didn't have the bacon. Mine was a bit basic. Blowing it up, making it bigger and better is exactly what we need.
But here's my only worry is I think he's only done it once, so then we're all going to get a little bit of it, so then again, you might as well have just done it little.
No, there's enough for everyone to have quite a bit of.
Not one each though?
Come on.
What is it?
It's in
Ladies
one
and
bowl. I'll have to dish out the spoons. If Joe Smith, you can be on hand for them if
I'll get the
you're
spoons.
around. And what this is, big build-up. Imagine, are you familiar with the concept of a corner yogurt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what I've done,
What is going on here?
what I've done is, I've combined all the best corner yogurts into making one ultimate corner yogurt. I bought 19 individual corner yogurts and mixed them all together and put all the bits on top. So I would like to please present the ultimate corner yogurt.
Hey, let's bring it around.
I am I'm stunned.
Extreme yogurt in this.
This
Isn't it?
is
What
mate.
is this?
Show the
This is
cam.
the maddest thing I've ever. Oh my god, we're gonna have spoons of this, Ethan. This is the maddest thing. Let me undo the cling. Oh, it looks fucking rank when you take that off there.
Let's show it to
How
the
do you?
cameras.
So,
Smells nice.
as
That's
you're
my balls still.
as you show that, Joe, let me just say to the listeners. So it's all the chocolate
spell
corner
careful,
yogurts you
hold
can imagine mixed together, and of course that comes with different flavoured yogurt as well. Vanilla, banana, toffee, all mixed together, and all the bits placed on top.
Let me take a
So
picture of this for the
there's vanilla,
Instagram.
banana.
And toffee yogurt, all mixed together with all different chocolate
Right,
bits you can get
Let
on
the
top.
guest go first.
It's alright.
No,
it's
it's alright,
cracking,
go
isn't
on.
No double dipping.
Oh yeah, don't double dip.
You basically get what you get here. There's no like.
Oh, it's so soft.
Yeah, I think you may have put the stuff in too early, Ethan. What time did you put these hard balls in to add texture? What time did you put them in?
What do you mean put them in? It's just yogurt with the chocolate bits
Yeah, but
on
when
top.
did you? Do
it's
you know
still
why?
fun,
Do you know, Ethan? Do you know why there's the corner? Do you know why there's the corner of the corner yogurts? It's so that the balls stay like fresh, and you can get like they can still hold their crunch.
Oh.
What you just decided to do is just to throw the whole thing in.
We've all had one spoonful of that, and look how much has gone. No. If we're saying no double dipping, we're about to bin 18 and a half
You put
yogurts
double
with
dip
the
because no one's put. Oh yeah, you put it in your mouth. Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I'm not a fan, mate.
It's a,
But what okay again.
Okay.
No, you can't defend it.
Go on.
Let's
I like corner yogurts. I eat them at home and that. But
Aye.
why do you normally call them a corner yogurt? Do you call them a corner yogurt, Ethan? Is that what you call
it's
it?
corner yogurt.
Do you call
So-
them corner yogurt?
No, Muller corner.
Yeah.
No.
What do you say?
I can't remember. Probably Muller corner. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, sorry, just easy to say corner yogurt.
So what you have to think of, we all love a corner yogurt, and okay, maybe the chocolate's been sitting in the yogurt for a bit too long, but I've combined all the best chocolate. It's
awful.
It's not.
So bad. It's so bad. It's just all these. What did you think was going to happen,
Yeah.
Ethan? Can you come and try it, please?
I
All
think
right,
it's pretty
yes.
rank, you know.
Yeah, oh, he's not even
it's
tried it
actually-
himself.
it's
You got
actually-
him a spoon.
It's actually bordering on vile.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that one always use that one.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's not.
Really.
Ethan, you've got to try your own. Or you can fork
Use a
it.
fork. It's sort of bordering on villainous. That it makes me slightly unwell.
How much did you spend on 19? No, get more in there. Get stuck
No, you
in.
look at all the different
How did you go for
there's
more?
19 different
Excuse
toppings
me.
in there.
How did you go for more, but only pick up less? Oh, that's it. Get that in your gob.
Go on, lad.
You dirty bastard. I bet he actually likes it. It's not the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life.
No, but something about it makes me feel really uneasy.
You still got a girlfriend, Ethan, yeah?
She's in the comments.
Yeah, she
Manisha's
tried this
watching,
delicate.
yeah.
Delicacy.
Manisha, ever tried this? Just the combination of yogurt and balls.
Oh,
Sorry.
Christ.
Unbelievable.
What are we saying then?
It obviously isn't anything, is it? It's
But-
not really even a food.
No, it is.
It's not. It's not. It's borderline inedible, that, in a way, because it's so far beyond what Dr. Oetker, or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Hold on.
what he
Mr. Muller.
envisaged. It's quite sickening, actually. So
Yeah.
it's clearly not in. And I hate how much is left. We've
I
all had
hate
a big
it.
spoonful.
What are we
and
gonna
there's
do with
so
it?
much yogurt left.
Ethan, how much did you spend on this?
So what happened was when I rocked up to Tesco, it was you get 8 for £4, So I was like, I'll get 16. I accidentally packed 19 yogurts, and the woman was trying to help me at the self-checkout pack all the individual yogurts together, and she was a bit confused, so I explained to her what I was doing. And
Yeah,
she was like, all right, that sounds like
Were they all in date?
Oh,
I love how
yes,
she
yes.
was on who's a bit confused when you accidentally packed 3 more yogurts than you wanted.
Well, I told her, she said, I'll just quick scan them for you if you tell me exactly how many. I went, it's exactly 16, and then she went, there's 19.
Wow.
Someone's just pointed out
3 extra.
the fact that Ethan is also lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is like, you know,
This
you've
is-
got to finish this, Ethan.
Well, it's like your last meal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
This is your no.
Although it does feel like it might be based on the taste.
Right, we're going to wrap up now, but I've got 3 new entries into Fart Club that I thought would leave it on.
Right, so explain before you just go.
Fart
into
Club
it.
is the new club I'm in. All the lads just send each other farts.
It's a WhatsApp group that
It's
you
a
got
WhatsApp
added
group.
to.
The rules
crazy
are...
lads. What do
Ready?
you like?
Here's one. It's a big one, that. That's Ethan.
Right, this
That's
is
Ethan.
the last time you do this on the
Regan Hall.
show. No, don't just talk over us.
Oof, that's quite a Ripley one, that
This
wasn't
is right. We're not. This isn't a regular.
Final
feature.
one. Fart of the week is going to be it.
No, it's not.
So see us off. This is Alex Harrison's one, sent 2 minutes ago. Short and sweet. Right,
Absolute
here we go. We love it, don't we? Right,
No.
thank you very much for watching.
You do.
Make sure, what do you say at the end of videos? Make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh, yes, that's a good point. If you're watching this and you enjoy it, we don't really grow in subscribers much these days.
killing us
And
a
it would
bit
be
like
really lovely if you're just there, just hit subscribe. It costs nothing, just a slight movement of your hand on the cursor, then click down and it's done.
Very much done. Thank you very much. Thank you, you two, for coming on.
Thanks for
You
having
two
us,
been
man.
on.
Make sure you check out the Scotty and Motty podcast. Always a pleasure.
Oh, also
it's,
true.
it's sort of less vulgar than this, but you know, different podcasts for different needs.
I'm glad we went the other way around with the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that first.
Oh, here's an idea. Rank 'em.
I'll go. Well, you know, I put his in, so it'll be 1, 2, 3.
I swear, if you put balls,
Oh, look at you getting
Before-
threatened and that.
I'd be stunned.
Threatening him.
Go
I'd
on,
be
Scotty.
stunned.
I'll take second.
You're definitely last.
You're definitely
Yoggin
last.
boy.
No fucking fight for you, Geordie boy.
Come on. This is just a cracker.
I know, but it was new and different. I've tasted fucking burnt meatballs before. Joe first and you second.
Oh, that is a load of fuck
Sorry,
off.
bro.
Yeah.
Recount.
Fully angry at that. Fuck off.
I put effort into mine.
Hey, I love the fact you're actually annoyed at that.
Awful. Right, we're going to get going.
Joe, can I just say before we go, obviously this is 100 episodes.
Yeah.
And I think it would be, this is a good opportunity just to say to everyone, thank you very much for watching and supporting us. And this has been a good little thing to do and I really enjoy it. And I always look forward to doing it. And it makes it worthwhile when we read all your comments. It's all really lovely. I know we don't all respond to all of them, but we see them, we love them. It makes us enjoy it and we keep on doing it, don't we?
Yeah.
So thank you very much for keeping us going and
Stop talking like
Get this
we're in a
this
care
fun.
home. It's
What's
really
going on?
the only thing that keeps us going at this point. And we love reading your postcards and everything you send in. We love it. It's great.
It's
but
great.
bloody hell.
Right, we've
It
got to
keeps
go.
us going, he said at one point.
This is bloody going. This is all that keeps
Thank
me
you.
going.
Thank you to everyone for watching at home.
Yes, we'll see you later. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye. Wave, Ethan, obviously.
Oh, and we'll see you again. Ta-ra.